Excellent.
Happy Saturday, everybody. My name is Air Samurai. Welcome to the Air Samurai brand. All right, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about the release of NBA 2K20. I'm going to be giving you my initial thoughts. There's going to be some part gameplay in the background. My record right now is like 17-6, so I'm excited about that. I found a solid big guy to play with so far. And I got my man, I Own People as well. He's playing the point, so far so good. We're having a good time. We're getting a lot of wins, and I'm enjoying it. So let's address the first topic of discussion. Let's address the game from a gameplay standpoint. Let's address that point. Okay, so from a gameplay standpoint, I think that the game is much better than last year. There's so much more to the dribbling. There's so much more to attacking the basket, which I think the controller they use to change the dunking is actually really weird now. They should just change it back, because sometimes I don't even get it right, and I primarily play with a slasher every single year. So that's one thing that I think could be addressed. But and also the step back too. I don't like the mechanic of the step back either. I like the original mechanic of the step back, because there's apparently two step backs that you can do here. There's one where you're driving and you're going forward and you hold RT and flick back on the right stick and let it go, and then that'll give you like a momentum step back. And then there's also a step back that you can pull off with the left stick. But when you're standing still, I think the step back is just flicking down on the left stick. I'm not 100% sure about it just yet, but it's little things like that that I feel like didn't necessarily have to change in order to make the game better or to make it feel like we're playing a new game. But that's just my personal opinion. I think aside from all the glitches that are going on, the gameplay is pretty good. I like the way that you can build your players. I know we didn't get any additional pie charts. You know, I was kind of counting on us not getting any additional pie charts, which is the reason why, for me personally, I was in the demo every single day up until the release of the actual game, because I wasn't counting on the actual pie charts, the additional pie charts. I figured they had come up with a very, very defined system beforehand that they were going to use in order to be able to create a system where there was balance and people had to choose their strengths and their weaknesses and this and that. So I didn't think that from the beginning that it would necessarily come. Obviously when you hear Ronnie say it, you think that, oh yeah, this could be true. At the same time, we are talking about a game where it's got esports involved now, or they're trying to create it to be an esport, and they're really trying to create a competitive atmosphere. So I just didn't see why it would make any sense for them to get the game and then add more pie charts, and then there'd be game-breaking things in there that they were not able to test. Even though there's a lot of stuff in there that's completely game-breaking that to this point doesn't seem like it was tested. You've got, there's glitches upon glitches upon glitches. But we'll get to that in a minute. Like I said, I think from a standpoint of the gameplay, I think it's okay. I think it's much better than last year, and it's much better than 18. And I will take that. So far, so good. Now, about these patches, I saw a couple tweets by a couple different YouTubers or different influencers and stuff like that. Their thoughts on it was, hey, let everybody get their badges first. Let them get a chance to experience the game. Let them get a chance to play the game the way it is, and then start upping stuff. I agree with that sentiment. People are making accusations about stuff that they don't know the full range of yet. Even with the stamina, and I would love to see a boost for stamina for guards. But if you're talking about the fact that in order for guards to be able to dribble a certain way, they've got to get unpluckable. They've got to get handles for days, right? That means that there's a separation between guards that can't get it. Because if the separation between guards that can get it and the guards that can't get it is almost zero, then inevitably what happens is you're not going to be able to tell the difference between somebody who has it and somebody who doesn't have it. So if you start buffing the stamina now and everybody is relaxed with a certain level of stamina, then what's the point of you having that badge? Then you X out the fact that people even need the badge. So I would like more stamina. I also would like for people to get hammers for days before they actually get to that point. Next thing is this. Obviously, like I said before, there's a ton of glitches. The glitches need to be fixed. There's been glitches in this game for years. It comes out, it's on the year release. We pay hard-earned money to play this game. The people that love this game play it every single day. I play it every single day. But we don't play it because we just love, well, not all of us. I'm just gonna speak for me. I don't play it because I just love 2K. I play 2K because I love basketball. And I can't actually get out onto the court every single day like I want to because of different responsibilities, obligations, blah, 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 blah. It takes me less time to play a park game than it does for me to get ready, go to LA Fitness, go in there, try to win a game, come home, take a shower, eat, have a smoothie, have a protein smoothie, all that kind of stuff. So for me, playing 2K actually is a lot of fun. Not only do I get to enjoy a video game, I get to enjoy a basketball video game. But with that being said, I'm the kind of consumer, I don't play it just because it's 2K. I play it because it's basketball. And when you're having a problem trying to get together these fixes that you're trying to fix in a year, it says a lot about what needs to happen and what needs to go on behind the scenes. And I'm not a game developer. I animate, I draw, I do stuff like that. I do understand that it takes a ton of time to be able to put certain things into a video game. I do know that much. I have that much knowledge of it. My thing is that I think that a lot of times in the community, a lot of people's energy and a lot of people's their mindset is in the wrong place when they make certain comments. Okay, so the hashtag came up, fire Ronnie 2K. Hashtag came up, fix 2K20. At the end of the day, no, Ronnie shouldn't have lied, right? And I'm not defending Ronnie by any stretch of the imagination. What I am saying is that our energies are in the wrong place when it comes to specifically Ronnie 2K. Yeah, people may have messed up their bills by believing Ronnie and thinking that they could respect this and respect that. I understand that part of it. But at the end of the day, Ronnie is not the person that makes the game. Mike Wang is not the person that makes the game. These are people that, one of them is a marketing guy, one of them is obviously the gameplay director. But at the end of the day, these guys have people that they have to answer to. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're mad or throwing our direction or our hate in their direction, you got to look at the person that's running the show, which I'm not exactly sure which person there is running the show. It's a funny thing because on one hand, the developers are the only way that we actually have a connection to 2K to be able to voice our opinion. And then on the other hand, the guys that ultimately call the shots. For instance, like when Mike Wang gets a gameplay fix done, he has to submit it to a patch service or for Xbox or, PlayStation or whatever it is. And it takes them forever and a day to get it through. Or when they're working on it in the studio and he's got to get approved by his boss and this and that and the third. Like, these guys they're not the people that make the budgets for the game. They're not the people that allocate out artists, developers, time. They're not those people. So I understand why we are mad and why we're upset. Hashtag fix 2K20 because it does need to be fixed. But at the same time, we gotta, as a community, we got to put ourselves in a better space of knowing where directly to direct that anger to. Because I see Mike get a lot of heat on Twitter. I see Ronnie get a lot of heat. I see LD get a lot of heat. I don't see some of the other developers get nearly as much heat as those three guys in particular. And I know they're the most known guys, but like I said before, we're talking about people that work for other people. We're not talking about people that can just, don't you think Mike has been working for 2K Sports for years? He probably been there since almost the beginning of this game coming out. You don't think if he wanted to, he would just fix all the stuff tomorrow? But he needs, this man, he has a boss. There's different channels and avenues that he has to go through in order to be able to get things done. And I understand, like I said, I understand the frustration, but at the end of the day, there are people out there that we probably are not aware of that are probably in the 2K credits that we never watch every single year that know exactly what's going on, and those people could get things done at a certain level that somebody like Mike Wang probably couldn't get it done, because Mike is, I could be wrong, but I don't think Mike is sitting at a desk figuring out how much money is being allocated to this and that and the artists and this and that and this and that and this and that. It's more than that, man. It's way more than that. So like I said, I know the game needs to be fixed. I don't even have my name on the back of my jersey, you know. And then there's been times when my rep progression has glitched out for my badges. I think 2K18 people were losing their players. This happens every single time a new 2K comes out. So I'm glad that we as a community, we said something about it. But I just want to make sure that our energies are directed in the right way so we can actually get real change. Because if we trend on Twitter for a day and 2K21 comes out and it's still jacked up, we're going to be right back at it again, man. We're going to be right back at it again. And it's just kind of pointless at that point. The most unfortunate thing is that they don't have any competition on the market. So, you're kind of like stuck in a place where it's like, do I buy a basketball video game this year or do I not? I mean, for me, myself, I remember when I think the NBA Live came out like 2 years ago, I bought it just out of spite for 2K because I wanted to put my dollars in a place to make them, and I never played it. I bought it and I never played it. But I wanted to put my dollars in a place to let 2K know, hey man, like, yeah, I'm buying your product, but I'm buying this product too because we are frustrated as a community with this stuff that y'all keep giving us every single year. At some point in time, it's got to change. At some point in time, we've got to be able to see the results of all of these $60 games and, you know what I mean, $50 worth of VC here, $50, $20 worth of VC there. We got to be able to see the results of it. So those are just my thoughts on the fixes in the game and the things that need to be done. I'm not saying that Mike and Ronnie and all these other people should not be held accountable. What I am saying is that they're not the people that call the final shots. You gotta when you're trying to solve a problem, in my opinion, is get to the head as quickly as possible. Get to the head of the problem, figure out what that is, and then once you get to the head of the problem, then you can actually have true change. And that's just been my philosophy on everything in terms of trying to get stuff done. But anyway, that's my spiel on that. Now, I think this video is going on long enough. It's about 14 minutes now, so we're gonna cut it here. And in the next video, I'm gonna talk about my archetype mix. Until next time, everybody. My name is Air Samurai. Happy Saturday.